Beats. Yes, I know it might seem kind of repetitive to do 2 Beats videos in a row, but you'll see why I'm doing this. We're not talking about these beats specifically because we're reviewing the Beats Solo Pro. Now I just want to say one thing. These are arguably the best modern Beats headphones. They have lightning, so you can use the same charger with them that you use for your iPhone. Turn them on and off, you just unfold and fold them back up. They automatically pair to whatever Apple device you have on and are using, and they have the best sound and active noise canceling I've ever heard on a pair of Beats. So this isn't the case they came with. This is actually from a pair of Beats Studio 2. They work amazingly with Solo 3 and Solo 2, but basically any Solo except these. The issue isn't as bad as if you use the case with a set of Studio 2 or 3. As you can see when I unfold them, there is an indent in the pad that is somewhat permanent. The case that they normally come with makes this situation even worse because it's smaller and it's not even a hard case, so it barely offers any protection like a studio case would. So compared to the Solo 3, they're built much better. The plastic feels a bit more premium. The hinge doesn't make that big click sound like it does on the Solo 3, though I didn't really mind that they were like that. The buttons are now on the right side instead of the left, so if you're upgrading from the Solo 3, it'd take a bit of getting used to. Buttons are still as cheap and springy as ever though. This little button on the bottom can be used for switching between A and C and transparency modes, as well as putting the headphones into pairing mode. You don't have to worry about holding down a power button like on these because you just unfold them, put them on, and go. The clamp force is a lot bigger on these because the inside of the headband is metal all the way through, making them some of the best built Beats alongside the Beats Pro. But the padding on these is twice as thick as the Solo 3 padding, and is made out of a more premium feeling material, so I find that I can wear them longer before getting tired of them and wanting to take them off. A couple things I notice when putting these on is the pad insulation makes a subtle like crinkling noise from the compression, and sometimes on the left side you can hear the creaking of the cheap plastic housing. These aren't issues I really have with the Solo 3, and it kind of bothers me, to be honest. I mean, it might just be because they're used, but who knows. Now let's talk about sound. This is looking at the most balanced sound I've ever heard in a pair of Beats. They are well-rounded with bass and treble, and the mids are pretty dang clear for a pair of Beats. Here's a frequency response graph. Shout out to Artings for that, not sponsored. I got myself a Sennheiser Ambeo smart headset for quality headphone recording on a budget, so let's compare the sound. So the Solo 3 have a very bassy, punchy sound profile, but still have decent support in the mids and the highs. Like I've said before, they're kind of like a party for your ears. The Solo Pro, on the other hand, are more chilled out, toning down that V sound, and they have a good bit more clarity. Now finally, noise canceling. The Solo 3 have really good passive noise reduction, and I didn't think the Solo Pro having active noise canceling would make too much of a difference, but boy was I wrong. So for this test, I'm going to turn on my fan and sit directly in front of it, then put both headphones on to show you which one cancels out more noise. Take a listen. So if you're looking to get a pair of either of these used, the Solo Pro doesn't cost too much more than the Solo 3, so I would recommend spending the extra $30 for the Pros. Don't feel that you have to though, because I would still say the Solo 3 go pretty dang hard. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Huge thanks to my subscribers, especially these names right here. I've always got a tight schedule, so I don't get to upload videos for you guys very often. But when I do, you guys are very supportive, and I really do appreciate it. Catch you guys in the next one.